Hi guys, welcome. Danny here from the Magic Junk Drawer, and if today is your birthday, January 10th, this is your angel card reading. Okay, the first is your past. The Nine of Fire, don't give up. Protect that which you've created, have courage, and believe in yourself. Here is your present. The Moon, Archangel Haniel, important psychic insights. Events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. And here is your future. The Two of Fire. You've come into your own new partnerships or contracts. Continue to move forward. Okay. Don't give up. Protect what you've worked for. You've worked hard. You're having... I feel like you're having some intuition happening here that you may not be listening to. And I feel like, especially with Capricorn, it's harder for them to listen to their intuition because they're an earth sign, they're stable, they're ruled by Saturn. They want to see it, touch it, taste it before they can believe it. And I understand that. I have Saturn in my first house, and I'm a little bit like that too. Like, I want to see it. You know, if I don't see it, you know, I can't, you know... I get it. But if your intuition is telling you something, very few times is your intuition going to be off. I mean, there have been moments in my life where I've one time, I actually was sitting with the woman that I go to that reads my cards, and this was a million years ago. And we were talking about this guy that I was seeing at the time. And whatever it was, like... somebody saw him somewhere. I don't know. I came up with this story that maybe he was in the car and then this and then he knew I was in there. And it was like this big story. And she just sat there and looked at me and she was like, none of that is true. That is not what happened. But in my head, I created this whole big crazy story. But that was like not my intuition, more of like my paranoia. So think of it like this. If your intuition is telling you something, and it's not like paranoia because, say, something that happened to you before. Like, sometimes I feel like people are not always telling you. I hope I'm making myself clear. Like, I was talking to somebody once, and we were talking about whatever situation I was in. And she said to me, this is what's going to happen, X, Y, and Z. And I listened to what she said, and then I thought to myself, she's not telling me what's happening in my future. She's telling me what happened to her in the past. So because the situations that her and I had been in were parallel to one another, she was like, this is what's going to happen. This, and this. Because that's what happened to her. But it wasn't true. So sometimes, you know, our rational mind wants to rationalize things. Like, our rational mind wants to say, oh, well, if you... step off the curb with your right foot, you'll be okay. If you step off the curb with your left foot, you're going to break your ankle. It's not true. But if every time you step off the curb, you step off with your right foot because you're thinking, well, you know, I could break my ankle, you know, then this is something that gets ingrained in you, and it's a belief that is not true. It's just, it's like a paranoia. Like if you were... ever experienced a situation like a betrayal, one of your friends betrays you, and then the next time you're in a situation with somebody else, immediately you feel like the same thing is going to happen because that's what you lived through, and that's what's bringing up. It's bringing up the old situation, but it's not true, which is why, like, when we get into relationships with people, we don't want to punish them for what the last person did to us because they didn't do it to us. But sometimes we're like, oh, well, you're going to do this, and this, because that's what we experienced. So now I've totally gone off on a tangent, but the point is that if it's your intuition, listen to it. If it's your head telling you something crazy, ignore that. And trust me, my head has told me many crazy things. So, and then for your future, it's like you've come into your own, you have new partnerships, you're moving forward. So if your intuition is telling you something, listen to it because it's going to steer you in the right direction. Now that I went off on all that crazy tangent. Here is your playing card. Oh God, the Two of Spades. The Two of Spades came up yesterday. The Two of Spades, there's no other way to put it, is the heartbreak card. So if you have recently been through a heartbreak, I mean, anything can be heartbreaking. It doesn't have to be like a death, but it could just be something heartbreaking. And maybe you had your heart set on a promotion and you don't get it. The Two of Spades is the heartbreak card. So, just keep your eyes out. But don't focus on it, because I don't want you to bring that in because I said it. You know what I mean? It could also be the friendship card. Maybe you meet a new friend. All right. If you like what we're doing here at the Magic Junk Drawer, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.